Hello and welcome to Christine Bonatti Bullwinkle Arena, home of your 2017-2018 Eureka Red Devils. This contest will feature the Webster Gorlocks coming in with a record of 5-2, 1-1 in the SLIAC, versus the home Red Devils coming in at 5-4, 2-1, tied for second place in the SLIAC with Westminster and Fontbonne. This Eureka College team has come off of 2 consecutive wins, led by the scoring attack of Haley Renault. Haley Renault coming in leading all of Division III women's basketball, averaging 25 points per game. Nice outside shooter, the transfer from Illinois Central College, a big part of that championship team last year. This Webster Gorlocks team, coached by Jordan Olofsson, coming off of 3 consecutive wins, looking to extend that streak here at Eureka College. About 4 minutes left to tip. We get into the starters for both squads. For the visiting Webster Gorlocks, starting number 1, Allie Lucas, number 3, Ebony Bailey, 14, Megan Brandt, 23, Kelsey Miller, and 25, Taylor Lucas. For the home Red Devils, number 34, Lexi Dooley, number 40, Sabrina Clay, number 3, Kennedy Dura, number 12, Haley Renault, and number 32, Kerrigan Dura. This team, those Dura sisters, you will see a lot of assists out of them tonight. The Red Devils also coming in, leading the NCAA in total assists per game, averaging 21.7 per contest, where Kennedy Dura ranks second nationally with 71 total contests, 71 total assists, and 7.9 per game, while her sister Kerrigan Dura is with 4th most in the country with 56. As both teams warm up here, we will take a quick break and be back right before tip-off. As the teams head to their benches, we'll take a quick look at Eureka College's upcoming schedule. On the 21st, they will be on the road at Webster, alma mater of athletic director and former head coach Steve Thompson, for returning back home in January on the 3rd against Spalding, another St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference matchup. This team, the defending conference champions, coming in at 2-1 in the SLIAC, like I mentioned, 2nd overall. Hoping to pick up a couple big conference wins here over the winter break. So we will take a quick pause for the national anthem and be right back.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to Christine Arena Convocation Center on the campus of Eureka College for today's St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference game between the Webster Gorloks and your Eureka Red Devils. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and address the flags for our national anthem. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the Webster Gorloks.
Well, as the starting lineups take the floor, I'm Thomas Harrison. I will be bringing you today's Red Devil basketball contest. Webster Gorloks facing off against the Eureka Red Devils. We're about to tip here in the women's contest, followed by the men's contest at 3 o'clock. Looks like now I'm getting joined by athletic director, former coach of this Red Devil squad, Steve Thompson. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Steve's a former coach. What can we look forward to from this squad?
Sorry about that. I was saying hi to the officials. Maybe you'll get a call one way or another.
Do everything
they like me sitting over here instead of on the sideline.
So as a former head coach, what can we look forward to from this Red Devil basketball team?
Well, I think you're going to see a very fast-paced game. Webster's going to press a lot, try to create some turnovers and go in transition. And Eureka will try to play that way. Great guard play from the two Duras and Haley Renault getting out in transition. I think you'll see Sabrina a little bit as well, but it's going to be a lot of scoring, I think, in this game.
Yeah, I've seen this Red Devil team has done very well against the press. You mentioned the Duras, both really athletic guards, look to push the ball up the floor. Great advantage for this squad. Once again, we'll run through the starting lineups for the Webster Gorloks. Number 1, Allie Lucas. Number 3, Ebony Bailey. Number 14, Megan Brandt. Number 23, Kelsey Miller. And number 25, Taylor Lucas. And for your Eureka Red Devils, the starting guards, number 3, Kennedy Duro, and number 32, Kerrigan Duro, along with number 12, Haley Renault, and down low you will see 34, Lexi Dooley, and number 40, Sabrina Clay. The lineups take the floor here. Like we mentioned, Haley Renault coming in leading Division III basketball with 25 points per game. A great outside shooting threat. We expect to see a lot of the same here today. As we get ready for tip here, both teams coming in averaging right around 80 points per game. Both fairly high-scoring squads. Like Steve Thompson mentioned, a very up-pace game style from both teams. Look to see a lot of the same here, a lot of pressing, a lot of really in-shape, well-conditioned players out there.
You're going to see Webster pass it into the in the half-court offense, go inside a lot to the Lucas sisters. They'll look to get some post play there, and they'll press off missed shots as well. So they'll try to create a lot of havoc.
As Webster wins the tip, number 3, Ebony Lucas sets up the offense. Swings it left side to Megan Brandt, back up top. Back to Ebony Bailey, guarded by Renault. Trying to look inside. Out top to Allie Lucas, and that three is good from the top of the key. Webster comes right out in the press. Clay inbounds it to Dura, right back to Clay. Here across center floor, a little pressure. Loses it, gets it back to Kennedy Dura as she looks to drive left. She will pass to Dooley, right side of the key. She will drive, tries to split double team, loses the ball, and it will say it is off of Dooley, Webster basketball. Inbounded to Bailey, quickly up the floor, looks down low, finds an open Taylor Lucas. Lucas from the right wing, that shot is no good. Up off of Webster, that will be Eureka College basketball. You can see Webster looking to go with the man press here off the inbound. Ball to Kerrigan Dura, back to Clay. Clay looks right side. Faces pressure at half court. She will find Kennedy Dura. Kennedy Dura looks to drive right. Hesitates. Pulls it back out. Finds Renaud. Dooley inside. And she will be fouled. That Webster team looking to do a lot of trapping when Eureka's moving that ball inside.
You can already see them picking up with the full court pressure, and even in the half court, they came out to the volleyball 10-foot line to guard the perimeter players, 35 feet from the basket.
See, as we work with the shot clock here, Eureka's set up. There will be the inbound from Kerrigan Dura. She receives the ball from the official. She looks for Kennedy Dura, cutting left. She'll pull it back out, up top to Renaud. Renaud will pull up for three, and it is no good off the right side of the iron. Rebounded by Kelsey Miller. She looks to push up the floor. Right side to Allie Lucas, open for three, and that one will come up a bit short. As the ball rolls around on the floor, there's a battle, and Kerrigan Dura comes up with it. And they will call a foul here on number 3, Ebony Bailey. Good job there by Dura being aggressive, getting on the floor after that loose ball. Play inbounds to Dura. Kerrigan Dura crosses. She will have the ball poked away by Bailey, as Bailey will get the ball but slide out of bounds. Eureka will retain possession.
Already a minute and a half into the game, and the crowd's getting a little animated.
And see, big matchup. Saw a lot of tight contests between these teams in the last few years. A couple teams fighting for those tournament spots. See, definitely a game that's going to feature a lot of high intensity right off the bat. 8:27 remaining in the first period of play. Webster leads 3-0. So Webster will stay in this man press. Screen play, receives the ball, looks to inbound long to Renaud, but it is swatted right back out of bounds by Taylor Lucas. For Webster, number 22, J.C. Morgan, has checked into the contest for Bailey. Kennedy Dura gets the ball, drives right side. Gets the ball past the trap, finds Clay. Clay tries to go long to Dooley. Just a bit too long there, out of bounds. That's a turnover for Eureka. This ball inbounded. Number 23, Kelsey Miller, bringing it up the floor. She looks right side, guarded by Kennedy Dura. Hands it off to Morgan. Morgan will drive left, met by Dooley. Up top, Brandt drives right. She will pass to Lucas, guarded by Dooley. Back inside to Brandt.
Travel.
Outside, they will call a travel on 23, Kelsey Miller. Can drive, like you mentioned, looking to get the ball a lot for these Lucas sisters on the outside. All the shot attempts so far coming from number 25, Taylor Lucas. Left side, Kennedy Dura. She will get a screen from Dooley. Looks to find her on the roll. She's not there. She will drive in. No good. Tipped around, rebounded by Miller. Ball's on the floor. Picked up by Dooley. She will go to Dura. A lot of aggressive defense here. Kerrigan Dura will pull up. It is no good from three. Rebounded by Taylor Lucas. So Clay will provide some pressure. She will back off, try to get set on the defensive end. Number 23, Kelsey Miller, looks left. Guarded by Renaud. Back up top, tipped away by Renaud. Renaud with the breakaway, a little pressure, and it is no good. Rebounded by Dooley following the break. So there's a battle for the ball. They will get Dooley on the foul there. Saw Renault just facing a little bit of pressure from behind her. She could feel the footsteps closing in.
The Red Devils seem a bit out of sort in the half-court offense right now, forcing up a couple shots. Kind of settling for a couple shots as well.
Looks like they're trying to work inside a lot, but this trapping defense from Webster is providing a lot of pressure on the interior. As Lucas will drive inside, she will go up and over 4-2 as the Red Devils push the ball up offensively. Kennedy Dura face some pressure, and that ball will get away from her. Recovered by Kelsey Miller as she will look to push the floor in transition. She pulls it back out right side to Brandt. Down low to Lucas. Back out to Brandt for the open three on the wing. It is no good. Rebounded by Clay. Clay up to Renault, looking to push the ball 2-on-2. Finds Kennedy Dura. She will hesitate, drive left, and put it in for 2. 5-2 Webster leading with 6:20 left. And as Kennedy Dura looks to provide pressure here, while Webster's looking to push up the floor, she will get called for the block right around half court. 14, Brandt inbounds it to Kelsey Miller. Left side to Lucas. Lucas will find Morgan. Morgan drives right. Kicks a bit of a low pass, but corralled by Miller. She will drive inside, met by a couple of Red Devils. Back to Miller, loses the ball. That shot is up. That three is long, rebounded by Renault. She looks to push up the floor. She gets it to Kerrigan Dura, back to Renault. Renault left side, and open Dura. She puts that up. It is no good. Webster will let that one roll out of bounds as they continue to lead 5-2 with 5:47 left in the first period of play. Eureka's Ashley Harfs will check into the game for Lexi Dooley. Harfs, we've seen her play a lot of meaningful minutes coming off the bench. As number 2, Kylie Shute will check in for Megan Brandt for the Gorlocks.
This lineup for Eureka with Ashley Harfs coming in for Lexi Dooley gives them a definitely a different, more perimeter-oriented look. If they can defend this way with the 2 post players, I think it's a good matchup for Eureka on the offensive end.
Yeah, smaller lineup, but definitely one that can shoot, a very athletic lineup on the floor. As Dura will get a nice rebound there on the baseline, saves it, finds Clay, pass to an open Renault. She will catch it, turn and shoot. It is up and good. Very athletic play there from Renault on the wing. She ties this game up as Kelsey Miller brings it right side to Shute. She will come off the screen. Clay switches. Find down low. Lucas look to take advantage of that smaller matchup with Dura, but they will get Dura for the foul. Like you mentioned, this smaller lineup, see how they can defend this post play from Webster.
That foul was on Ashley Harfs, and just a little bit late with the help there. Gave the Lucas girl the opportunity to make the post move before she got there. They have to get that help early, shut her down before she is able to turn to the basket.
You can see a very physical post player down there with Dooley off the floor. Will be an interesting defensive matchup as Allie Lucas' first free throw was up and good, along with the second, making it 7-5 Webster Gorlocks with 5 minutes left in the first period. So inbound to Harf. She will push up right side, come left to Dura. Dura picks up the dribble, take a dribble in, kick out to Clay. It is no good. Rebounded by Harfst. Harfst brings it back up, looks to drive left, face some contact there in the lane, and she will be fouled, heading to the line for 2 free throws. College, like you talked about, coming out facing a lot of pressure, just looking to push the ball up the floor, work quickly. Harf's first free throw, sees nothing but the bottom of the net to cut the lead to 1 for the Eureka Red Devils. So we see number 20, Natalie Busher, check in for Webster. Our second attempt is up and good, tying the game at 7. Inbounded to Miller, quickly pushing up the right side to Shute. Shute guarded by Kerrigan Dura. They'll swing the ball left. She'll look to drive, nothing there. Backdoor cut. She'll go for the reverse layup. Up, no good. Rebounded by Kennedy Dura. She will get it to her sister Kerrigan, cross court. Pushing up right side. Back to Kennedy. Kennedy up top. Right side to Kerrigan. She'll dribble it back up top. Looking for somebody to get open here for the Red Devil squad. To work right, cross back left, back to Clay, and that ball goes out of bounds. A lot of pressure from this Webster team. Webster will inbound. Miller bring it up left side. They will drive. Nice move, poked away by Ashley Harfs there. Picked up by Clay. Kennedy Dura looks to push the ball left side. She finds an open Harfs on the right. She will think about it. Drive inside, put it up, no good. Rebounded by Lucas. Lucas to Miller to shoot on the right wing. She will drive right, kick back out to Lucas. Inside to Boucher. She ball poked by Renau, recovered by Webster. 10 left on the shot clock. Miller will be met by Clay up top, and they will get her for the block. So we see 6 seconds left on the shot clock here for Webster to get something quickly off the inbound.
Side.
Morgan inbounds to Lucas. Right back to Morgan on the handoff. She will drive left. Get past Renault, but it is up and no good. Rebounded by Kerrigan Dura.
East and west.
Drive right. Clay looks to set up the screen, but will get the pass. Left side to Sarnes. Sarnes finds Harfs. Harfs up top. She will dribble in left. Get by Miller, and then it appears number 23, Kelsey Miller, will get called for the block down low. Harfs being very aggressive here, checking in, trying to get to the hole. Kerrigan inbounds deep up top to Renault. She will pull up for three, and it is good with a hand in her face. Renault gives Eureka their first lead of the contest, 10-7.
That's probably the 2 threes Haley's hit today has been the type of three that the coaches, Coach Arbogast is yelling no the whole way it's gone up, and then it goes in, and it gives the nice yes after it goes in. Not the.
Yeah, we saw on that first three a very athletic play to catch that high pass, stay inbounds, turn, hit it with a Eureka with a Webster defender interface, and then right there coming off a screen, 2 hands in the face. No, the leading scorer in the country for a reason, just very good under pressure.
Absolutely.
Harfs heads to the line. Now 3 for 3 in the contest from the free throw line as she extends the lead 11-7 Eureka with about 3 minutes left here. Second free throw attempt is up and good as well. 4 for 4, perfect from the line. Inbounded to Miller, looking to work quickly. Gives it right side to shoot. Shoot looking for Lucas down low, fronted by Dooley. She will drive through the lane. Put up a shot. Here's Dooley got a piece of that one. Webster will retain possession. Her inbounds to Lucas. Lucas cutting right to the block. She will be fouled on that attempt, just finding a little bit of space there down low. So Allie Lucas heads to the line. Her free throw attempt is good. 12-8 Eureka College with 2:41 left here in the first period of play. As point guard Kelsey Miller checks out for Webster. We'll see number 5, Brittany Ziprich. Lucas' second attempt is also good as the Red Devils inbound. Webster looking to trap here off the inbound, and Dura will try to drive left. She will be fouled by Ziprich. Trying to do a lot of trapping here, but this Red Devil team very quick, looking to drive. This isn't one that likes to stop, pick up the ball. This is one that likes to work on all cylinders at all times.
They're definitely more than willing to go in transition against the pressing team, which will help them play with Webster, where a lot of other teams still try to go slow and work the ball up. Kennedy not afraid to attack the double team trap at all.
Definitely one that wants to play their brand of basketball, and that's a very physical brand of basketball. Ziprich will bring the ball up the floor, guarded by Kennedy Dura. Swings the right side. She'll go back up top to Lucas. Lucas tries to work inside to her sister, but they will call a foul on Lexi Dooley on that interior pass, as Lucas will now head to the line. This free throw is up and good.
Abigail Hilton will be checking in for the Red Devils for her first action of the year, coming off injury that started the season and has kept her out until today.
Good to see the Red Devils back at full strength. Abigail Hilton played a lot of meaningful minutes down low in the post. Very physical player. Had a great freshman season. So Red Devils work up quickly to Sarnes. Sarnes will get it back to Dura, facing a little bit of pressure. She will drive inside with a lot of pressure, put it up and in with the left. Not sure how that one got in, but that's the Kennedy Dura brand of basketball. A
nifty left-hander, and you can still see her laughing at the other end as she plays defense, because I'm not sure she knew how that fell. But a very aggressive take to the middle of the lane into some serious traffic with the left-handed layup.
Definitely think she had to be expecting a foul there, but just able to get it up, put it in, way to play through the contact. It's now Kylie Shute at the line. Her first attempt, high arcing up and in. 15-12 Eureka College, just over 2 minutes left in the first period as Kerrigan Dura checks back into the game for Sam Sarnes. Shute's second attempt will fall, cutting the lead to 2 for Eureka. Ashley Harfs bring the ball up left side to Dura. Dura coming at full speed. She'll cut in the lane, back outside to Kerrigan. Kerrigan inside to Abigail Hilton. She'll pump fake, work down low. Back to Kerrigan. She'll find open Kennedy. That three is up and good.
Just tremendous offense there. Abigail Hilton getting her first touch of the year and not forcing anything. Finds it cutting Kerrigan Dura, who then kicks to her sister for the wide open three. Just tremendous team basketball there from the Red Devils.
Great court awareness there to know that there was a double team. Somebody's going to be open. Give it to Kerrigan. Kerrigan, obviously great passer, knows where her sister's going to be, finds her wide open for that three. So now there will be a loose fall, and Kennedy Dura will pick up a foul, as now Ziprich will head to the line. That free throw attempt is good, as we will see a couple subs here for Webster. That shot is good, as Kelsey Miller will check back into the game for Ziprich. See 18-15 Eureka College facing that pressure off the inbound. Finds Sam Sarnes. She will be trapped. Look to get it back to Harfst, and just a bit low. That'll go out of bounds. Turnover from the Red Devils. Webster will take the ball out under their own basket. She'll find Lucas outside to Miller, guarded by Sarnes. She will pass right side. That shot is long, rebounded by Webster. She will go up and under 4-2, cutting the lead to 1 for Eureka. Eureka inbounds quickly to Harfst. Harfst's pass will be tipped. Picked up by Webster, and they will call the foul on Abigail Hilton, just trying to get on the floor to get that loose ball. Here Webster looked like was a little loose with the pressure there for a couple minutes. Now has put it right back on. As Webster now looks to inbound from behind half court. Kelsey Miller brings it up slowly. Looking to set up the offense. She will work right, guarded by Sarnes. Looking to get inside, nothing there. Good defense in the post from Hilton. Up top, back to Lucas with about a minute left here in the first quarter. Guarded by Harfst. Inside to Lucas, double team down there. She will look right side to shoot. High arcing three is up and good. About 40 seconds left. Webster has retaken lead 22-18. This ball left side to Kerrigan Dura. Finds Sarnes on the left side. She will drive past the defender, put it up and good for the lay-in. Tied here at 20. Webster now will work inside. They will go up for the left-hand layup. No good. 20 seconds left. Rebounded by Carragher. She'll face a lot of pressure here around half court. Push the ball up. Harfs finds an open Renault in the corner. That is no good. Rebounded by Webster with 8 seconds left here. Looking to push the ball quickly. Miller driving right side. Poked away by Dura. Big defensive play there by Dura, not allowing Webster to get a late layup. 1 second left here. Find an open Webster Gorlock in the corner, but that shot is no good. It is tied 20-20 after 1 period of play. Steve, what did you see there from the Red Devils late that you liked? We went on a little bit of a run there. You talked about that physicality, that quick-paced offense.
I think on the defensive end, we were able to force them into some bad shots that led us into some transition baskets. We attacked their press very well. Then that last minute or so, it kind of got out of control for us. We had 2 really bad possessions against the press with a turnover in the backcourt and then a turnover right away as we crossed over and a foul in the front court. We can limit those. We'll be in good shape because we're getting good possessions off their press and good shots through their transition, through the press. Needed to continue to do that and not turn the ball over early in that possession.
You mentioned there with that smaller lineup with Harfs on the floor, an athletic lineup, seemed like she did a very good job fronting down low, not allowing Webster to get the ball into the post. You saw they looked to do a lot of that early, but late in that period, they didn't get a lot going down low.
Yeah, I think she was tremendous in slowing down the post play and playing kind of an unfamiliar position to her this year, but she's adapted well to that. And then on the offensive end, she was very aggressive, especially against the pressure from their post players that are out extended past the three-point line. That's a hard matchup for Webster to defend a guard that's playing the 5 spot out that far. So Ashley needs to continue to be aggressive. They'll start to back off her a little bit, and then we'll move hopefully into some open shots.
So here, get you some stats here from that first quarter. Allie Lucas with 9 points, 6 of those coming from the free throw line. Webster 10 for 10 from the line. Half their points coming from the free throw line. Saw late getting to the line quite a bit there with that pressure. You expect to see a lot of fouls from both squads. Taylor Lucas with 2, Kylie Shute with 7. Coming off the bench there, contributing some big points. 2 for Ziprich for the Eureka Red Devils. Kennedy Dura with 8, Haley Renault with 6, Ashley Harfs with 4, and Sam Sarnes with 2. As Eureka will have the ball coming out of the break. We'll find Sarnes left side, Renault up top. She'll drive in, looks kick back out to Carragher Dura. Carragher Dura looks for a cutting play, nothing there. She will come off the screen from Renault. Backdoor cut to Sam Sarnes, great pass. That ball was tipped a little bit. Sarnes able to get her own rebound. They will call it a jump ball down low, Webster ball. Dura doing a good job of finding Sarnes on that backdoor cut, just facing a lot of pressure down low when she got there. As Shute will have the ball back up top to Allie Lucas. Looks like get a 3-second call on Webster. Inbounded, Harfs with the ball, driving up very quickly, left side. Met by Miller, and she will lose the ball. Miller picks it up, running alongside Harfs as her layup will be no good. Rebounded by Harfs, and a foul by number 14, Megan Brandt.
That was a nice aggressive attack dribble by Ashley. She crossed half court. We just need to be better at recognizing when to pick it up and not dribble all the way into their traffic and get rid of the basketball when they do double. Much like that play right there by Dura. It creates, even in the half court, a quick, short advantage possession there.
Seen a lot of trapping here from this Webster team, being very aggressive as Renault has the ball left, looks to work right, steps back, puts up the 3. It is up and good again under pressure. Renault right now, just those shots, finding a way to get them to fall in pressure. Miller will work left side to Shute, the screen by Allie Lucas. She'll drive right, met by Clay, kick out to Brandt. Brandt drives left, up top to Lucas. As Shute puts up another high arcing shot, no good. Rebounded by Brandt on the backside as she will put up a shot, and that is blocked by Renault, out of bounds, Webster ball.
You can see Carragher Dura helping way off her defender and helping into the post. trying to limit the possessions into the post and letting her settle for 18-footers. I think that's a great strategy by the Red Devils.
This Red Devil team certainly looks like they're willing to let Webster shoot, just not wanting anything down low, as Eureka will come up with a steal. Carrigan-Dura on the left side looking inside to Clay, nothing there. Up to Harf, she will get a little bit of space, she'll put it up, no good. As Dura will fight for the ball going out of bounds, throw it off a Gorlock defender. Great hustle play there by Carrigan-Dura. Looks to inbound, left side to Sarnes, right back to Carrigan-Dura on the left wing. She'll go over the top to Clay, but just not long enough as Lucas will come up with the steal. Miller bringing the ball up, trying to find Brandt on the right side. She'll get it to her. Carrigan-Dura giving her a lot of space there on the wing, certainly respecting that shot. As Allie Lucas will drive and put it up and in with the right for 2. Ashley Harfs now brings it up with the Wolf coming behind her. Well, up Sam Sarnes left side to Dura, back up top to Sarnes. Sarnes will get a screen from Clay. Webster doing a good job of switching there, and they will force the jump ball. Sam Sarnes just came off that screen expecting to have some space, had to pick it up with the Webster defender right in her face. The officials will get things straightened out here at the scores table. Eureka will inbound from the right side. She get to Carrigan-Dura. No coming through. Screen down low from Clay. Ashley Harfs has the ball as Renault works back up top. Looking to get the ball inside to Clay here. So we'll find Sarnes on the left side. Fakes. She will drive right. Put it up. It is no good. And they will call the foul on Sabrina Clay as she was fighting for that rebound. 23-22 Eureka College with 7:09 left in the first half here. Webster will bring the ball up the floor, getting the play from the sidelines from coach here. So drive that pass a bit long, they'll say off a Red Devil defender as Kennedy Dura checks back into the game. They will inbound, find an open Lucas there coming off of the screen for an easy 2 on the left block.
I do like the aggressive move by Coach Arbogast bringing Kennedy back into the game with 2 fouls. I think it's important for Eureka to have the 2 solid guards and both Duras on the floor as much as they can. Even with the foul trouble, you just have to be a little more mature to play with 2 fouls.
Brandt's 3 is no good. Rebound by Webster. She will put up another attempt.
And as I just say that, she picks up her 3rd. So that's the announcer's jinx right there.
So you can see she was just trying to battle for that rebound there, just kind of the wrong place at the wrong time. As Webster will head to the free throw line. The free throw is good from Morgan, extending the Webster lead to 2. As now Sam Sarnes will check right back into the game for Kennedy Dura. J.C. Morgan helps Webster remain perfect from the line as they will extend that lead to 3. Harf's doing a good job slowing it down there, getting it back to Carrigan-Dura. Giving her some space, she will drive right and be fouled. Carrigan-Dura doing a good job. You've seen her early in the season seem like at times a little bit hesitant to drive, get her shots, but right there finding a little bit of space, trying to get to the hole. Her first attempt is good as Dooley checks back into the game for Sabrina Clay. Sure, it goes 2 for 2 from the line. We'll see shoot check back in here for Miller. It is 26-25 Webster with just under 6:30 left in the half. As now shoot will bring the ball up the floor. Eureka going to that 2-3 zone here, switching out of the man set.
You beat me to the punch there.
As number 4, Hunter will check into the Gorlock, for the Gorlocks get 2 quick points there. Webster looking to trap Dura here on the sideline. She will get it to Sarnes, facing a lot of pressure. She will drive left, pick up the dribble. Great pass there from Dura to an open Harfs, but she will face a little bit of pressure there late. Rebounded by Morgan. The shoot looks to get the ball inside, kicked out of bounds by Renault. This Webster team, certainly you see these subs come in off the bench, not missing a beat in that press. Shoot works right side to Brandt. Brandt looks for the cutting Morgan. Back to Brandt. Back left side to Shoot. Looking to work the ball inside, nothing there. So we'll get it now to Lucas, and she will travel there. This zone looks doing a good job of preventing that ball from getting to the middle, and you saw there feeling a lot of pressure once they did get the ball inside, forcing that travel.
I think what else that helps with that possession for Eureka, it gives them about a 30-second little rest on defense here as we've gotten about halfway through the second quarter.
It's very quickly paced. Both teams running up and down the floor constantly as Dura looks to get it to Renault off a screen. She will find open Harfst out of the double team. That three is just a bit long, rebounded by Webster. Give it to Hunter. Hunter gets it out of her hands quickly to Shoot as Eureka gets set down on the other end. Shoot right side to Morgan. Morgan gets a screen from Hunter. She will give it to Brandt, and just a couple quick passes there, finding the open Lucas. Inbound to Sarnes. Harfst with a little bit of space, looking to work it back up the middle as she will meet pressure at half court. Get the ball to Dura as Dura is fouled there by J.C. Morgan. Kerrigan Dura will inbound here, right next to the scores table. She will find Renault. Renault, it's like she's getting a screen from Dooley. She will cut right. She will blow by the Webster defenders, but meet pressure down low as she went for that layup. They will get a blocking foul for Webster. .30-25 Webster with 4:18 left in the half. So we'll say that foul was before the shot, and Kerrigan Dura will look to inbound. These teams both showing a little bit of spark here late in the half, coming out full force. These teams flying around the court, certainly not taking any possessions off. She will inbound right side to Dooley. Dooley with the ball on the right wing. Up top to Renault, back to Dura on the right side. She will find Sarnes up top. She will put up the three ball, just a bit long, rebounded by Hunter. Hunter gives it to Shoot. Shoot will work up top. She will get the ball right side to Zipprich. Zipprich up that pass, corralled by Brandt. Brandt inside to Lucas, back out to Hunter. Hunter right side. Webster looks to inbound the ball. It will drive in, pressure from Renault. That shot is no good. Back outside to Zipprich. Her shot also no good. Tipped away by Dooley and out of bounds off of Webster's number 4, Hunter. Eureka Dura to Harfst, right back to Dura.
Need to have a good possession here and at least get a good shot. Offense has been out of sync for a few minutes here.
Senior Note comes off of that screen, finds an open Harfst. Great look there from Harfst.
There it is.
Up and in. Like you mentioned, needing a good possession there, finding a wide open shot. Harfst with nobody in the area. So Webster looks to get the ball down low. Loose corralled, but they will get it back to Lucas as she dumps it off to Brandt. Good look there from Lucas to Brandt. Webster gets that lead back to 4. Harfst now bringing up the floor, works middle. She has Dura cutting behind her. She has a little bit of room here, steps up. That attempt is blocked but then Hunter will come through and get her with the foul. Carrigan-Dura will once again head to the line. 32-28, 2:47 left in the first half. We'll see, look like Webster took the pressure off just a little bit there and saw what Eureka was able to do, able to find that open shot to Harfs on the last possession. Dura's free throw is good. See a couple subs from both sides as Abigail Hilton checks into the game for the Red Devils for Lexi Dooley. And Dura goes 2 for 2 from the line as Ebony Bailey checks back into the game. Started, but her first minutes since coming out of the contest early. As she will get it right side to Ziprich. Ziprich swings it left. Back to Bailey on the left wing. She will spin, pull it back out, picks up the dribble, facing some pressure there, poked away by Renault. Ball's on the floor, picked back up by Bailey. To Ziprich, back to Brandt, up top to Lucas. Lucas with a bit of space there from three. It is no good, rebounded by Bailey. But she will travel. It's like she was trying to rip the ball out there, but nobody really defending her and just getting tripped up on her own feet. That'll be a travel. Ball inbounded to Carrigan-Dura. Pressed by Bailey. She will cross over a few times and get the ball across the timeline. She will drive right. And they will call her for the charge. As Webster gets the ball back here, just under 2 minutes left with a 3-point lead. Ziprich with the ball, looking to get the ball inside to Lucas. We can see Sarnes fronting her down there. It's over the top, bit of a drive, and it is no good. Rebounded by Harfst. Harfst gets the ball to Dura. Dura looking to slow it down just a little bit here. Let the offense get set. Finds Sarnes on the left side. Sarnes open for three, and she'll knock it down. Inbounded to Bailey. Bailey quickly up on the left side, gives it to Shoot. Shoot guarded by Renault, works right side. Boucher will put it up, no good. Hilton fighting for that rebound. Bailey will come in with a piece of it, then they will call Hilton for that foul. Big three there from Sam Sarnes, giving Eureka that 1-point lead. So they will regain the lead with about 1:14 left here in the half. Webster inbounds long to Bailey, up top to Busher. Right side to Shoot. That high arcing three is once again up and good. As Webster will get a full timeout here after regaining that lead, 35-33 with a 1:05 left in the half here. You can see it looked like Webster was trying to get in that pressure quickly. Eureka, we've seen struggle a little bit with that pressure, but when they found those open shots, been able to knock them down. You can see we will look to get you some stats here. Just a minute left before the half. We've seen theme here as our SID gets us those stats for Eureka College. We have Kennedy with 8, Haley Renault with 9, Carrigan-Dura with 4, Ashley Harfst with 7, knocking down a couple big shots, and Sam Sarnes. She's played a lot of meaningful minutes off the bench. Has been up there and scoring quite a few times. Eureka College, even in the rebounding totals, Webster with 17, Eureka just one behind at 16. And we've seen a big stat here. Webster is perfect from the free throw line, 12 for 12. Eureka, 9 for 10. These teams getting to the line at a very high rate, knocking them down. And with all that pressure, you expect to see a lot of fouls in this game.
Yeah, I think as the game goes on, you're going to have to keep an eye. The Red Devils with 3 fouls already in the first half. Kennedy Dura and Abigail Hilton. And then both Lexi Dula and Sabrina Clay with 2 fouls. The 3 post players already in some foul trouble for Eureka.
As we are back here, Sam Sarnes gets the ball, drives right side. She'll pick up her dribble, back to Dura. Dura on the left, guarded by Bailey. She looks fine, cutting Renault, nothing there. Renault will kick back out up top. Screen left from Dooley. And they will call the moving screen there on Dooley. Because like you mentioned, having to watch out for that foul trouble as Dooley now picks up her third. And Clay will check back in with 2 fouls herself. Lucas inbounds to Bailey. 40 seconds left here. Right side shoot. She will get a screen from Lucas. She gives the ball back to Lucas. Inside to her sister, and they will get her for the travel. She turned around looking for the open man.
It is a rule you're not allowed to pivot twice with 2 different feet. Unfortunately, that is a walk in the game of college basketball.
Seen that a couple times. Seems like they just get the ball down low. Not really looking to do much themselves with it, looking for the open man. I think they're not able to find anybody.
I think they're expecting plenty of defense, and they turn around, and the high post help is not there from Eureka. And it's an awkward feeling when you're out on that island at the middle of the floor with nobody around you.
Sam Sarnes will put up a layup in pressure. It is tipped around, rebounded by Clay. Renault up, and another 3 with the defender in her face.
That's her 4th 3 this half, all highly contested. So we like to see that from Haley.
Pull big shots
and they
there.
will go to the half with a 1-point lead.
That a big shot there from Renault, giving the Red Devils the lead 36-35 in the first half. You mentioned Renault has time and time again knocked down those tough contested threes.
4 big threes from her this half, including that one to give them the 36-35 lead at the half.
As we will take a quick break here, and when we come back, we will have your halftime stats, get you ready for the second half of Eureka Red Devil basketball. Eureka leading 36-35. And with a minute left here, we are back. Went through a couple quick stats for the Red Devils. Kennedy Dura with 8 points, Haley Renault with 12, all coming off those 4 contested threes. 4 for 6, seems like the 2 she missed were on the open shots. Kerrigan Dura with 4, Ashley Harfs with 7, Sam Sarnes with 5. For Webster, Allie Lucas with 11, Megan Brandt with 2, Taylor Lucas with 6, Kylie Shute with 10 off the bench, Hunter Zipprich and Morgan all with 2 respectively.
They're coming right here.
Steve, like you mentioned, one of the biggest things that stood out in that first half, the fouls for Eureka College. Lexi Dooley, Kennedy Dura, and Abigail Hilton all with 3 fouls, and then Sabrina Clay also with 2. Really, all 3 of the big post players for Eureka in some foul trouble there. Clay only with 2, but you'll have to think we're going to see her play a lot of minutes with the other 2 at 3 fouls.
You can already see Coach Arbogast's plan of attack sitting Lexi Dooley to start the second half. She started today, and they'll have Ashley Harf start the second half today, this afternoon.
And so it'll be interesting to see. They switched to that 2-3 zone, started in the man, but with that zone set, seemed like they did a good job of being able to trap down low. Whenever Webster got the ball down low, it seemed like they got a little nervous, a lot of traveling calls. Seemed like a little bit of confusion, honestly, when they were able to work inside. No defender right there. They just didn't know what to do with themselves.
It looks as if Eureka will start in the man-to-man. I would see them switching probably pretty quick with Kennedy Dura on the floor with her 3 fouls. And just try to steal minutes to start the third quarter here and just try to get some time off the clock.
As Webster will start with possession.
Sabrina gets to steal. Sabrina gets to steal Clay to start the second half. And Coach Arbogast calls a timeout as they struggle on the floor.
You can see Clay with those 2 fouls not being afraid to still be aggressive. That loose ball goes on the floor. She gets right on it as Eureka starts the half with that 1-point lead coming off of that big Haley Renault 3. Talked about 7 for 14 from 3. This team shooting very well from deep. It seems like they've almost been better with the hand in their face.
Absolutely today. I think that the 3 ball is the difference right now for Eureka. Webster, a team that would much rather pound it inside, score in the post. Still shooting a decent percentage from 3 at 3 of 10, 30%. But it's tough to match with Eureka, who's shooting the 50% in that first half.
Especially Kerrigan Dura. There have been times where she'll be guarding a Webster Gorlock out on the perimeter and giving them several feet of space, just almost asking them to shoot it because they know they'll let them shoot outside. They just don't want to let Webster work inside. As Renault finds Dura on the left side for a deep 3 there to open up the scoring in the second half.
And there's that offense Eureka needs to settle into of creating a little bit of penetration. With the help defense, Haley finds a kick out to Kennedy Dura for 3.
Kennedy just finding that space, not afraid to take that shot. However, Clay will pick up her 3rd foul now for the Red Devils as they will stay in that man set. Clay guarding Bailey up top.
Eureka actually switching this possession to a 1-3-1 with Sabrina at the top. Really the kind of foul they don't want to give up. That's 2 fouls early in this third quarter that they do not want to have already with their post players in foul trouble.
And Harf's there picking up her 2nd foul there off the missed shot, going for that rebound as Webster will retain possession. It's a little trouble finding somebody there to inbound the ball to. Ball gets tipped to Bailey, and they will call another foul on Eureka, this one on Renault. 3 quick fouls here for Eureka, under a minute gone in this second half. So we'll inbound to Bailey. Bailey fakes right. She will give left to Miller. Miller looks left to a cutting Brandt. Brandt will have the ball tipped away, but they will say she traveled before that. It will be Eureka basketball. Good job of getting the pressure there, but keeping the hands off. No need to pick up a 4th foul quickly. Harfs drives up left side. She will try to work against Lucas. She will stop, pull it back up, hand the ball off to Kerrigan Dura. Kerrigan looking left on Bailey. She'll get the ball to Kennedy. Kennedy works right side. Renault with 1 quick dribble inside. Pull up. It is no good, however. Rebounded by Lucas as Webster pushed the ball up right side. She'll find Lucas back up top. She'll take a couple dribbles in. Over Renault to Bailey. Back to Brandt. Brandt looking for somebody open. She will take a dribble in left. Swing the ball out right side to Miller. Off her own foot. She will be trapped. She tries to get the ball outside, but it is poked away and the ball's on the floor. Clay doing a good job again of diving on it, forcing the jump ball. It will be Eureka ball 39-35 with 8:18 here to start the second half of action. So that inbound to Dura, right back to Harfs, as we've seen several times throughout the game. She'll give it to Dura, drive right side, get a little bit of space. Left side to a wide open Kerrigan Dura, up and in from the wing.
And that right there is something I think the Duras have been doing since first grade. Kennedy does a great job creating the double team. You think she's going to dump it to Sabrina Clay in the post. Webster does a great job with the help defense, but we're still able to take advantage of the double and find Kerrigan Dura for that 10, 12-foot jumper.
You can see the chemistry there. Dura's playing together for the better part of a decade. This great court awareness between the two of them. As Kennedy Dura once again drive left, give the ball to Clay down low on the wing. Gets to Renault, that one extra pass to Harfst. Up, the three-pointer is up and good. Eureka coming out doing a great job of finding open space early in the second half. As Webster gets the ball to Clay, she will drive through the middle. And Harfst steps in front. And she will have her feet set. She draws the charge from Bailey. Eureka coming out certainly has the momentum right now in the second half. As they will get the ball to Dura, say she stepped on the sideline. Turnover there, Webster ball, as we will get a quick sub here from Webster. Shoot checking into the game. Eureka certainly jumping on top early, extending that lead to 7 for their largest lead of the contest. As Bailey has the ball left side to shoot. Looks inside to Lucas, poked away, picked up by Kennedy Dura as she will give the ball to Renault. She will stop, pull up. It is no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Lucas. Lucas gives it left side to shoot. She will drive, slow it down, back out to Lucas. She will attempt an open three. It is no good, rebounded by Kerrigan Dura. She will have the long outlet pass to the wide open Renault, up and in 4-2. Great look there from Kerrigan Dura. Webster looks to answer quickly, left side. Shoot driving through the Eureka defense. And Harfst drawing another charge. Coming out high intensity on defense there. Getting set, forcing Webster to call the timeout. Eureka extending this lead to 9. A couple great defensive plays there from Harfst right when it looked like Eureka was struggling, picking up some quick fouls. Harfst a bit of a spark plug there.
Harfst doing a great job. Comes in, knocks down a 3, collects 2 charges. That second charge there, she was set for quite some time, made sure she was outside the charge arc, and easily drew that second charge. No doubter for those officials.
And those charges may not seem like the biggest thing, but certainly in these physical games, that's something that can really get your team hyped up. That's definitely a momentum changer when you can force the offensive foul. So here he comes out. You can see definitely with momentum here, up by 9 for the largest lead of the contest for either side. Eureka 46, Webster 37, 6:45 left in this third quarter.
And here you're going to see Webster trap out of this press, out of this timeout. Kennedy, though, attacks hard. They have the post player, Allie Lucas, on Kennedy Dura right now, which does help Eureka in the full court transition there.
As Dura looked to get the ball to Harfst there, and she will be fouled by, I believe, number 14, Megan Brandt. Eureka looks to inbound here. Kerrigan Dura coming up top to get the ball. Renault looks to come all the way across the baseline. She will stop, cut back out. Dura with the ball up top. Dura finds an open Kerrigan one-on-one down low. She'll kick it out to Clay. Clay will take from the top of the key. It is no good. Rebounded by Allie Lucas. Lucas gives it to Bailey, right side, looking to move up quickly as they will pull it out. Back to Lucas up top. Has some space. Not even thinking about shooting that one as she will get it to shoot. Shoot that high arcing 3, able to knock it down again. Eureka inbounds, pushes very quickly. Kennedy Dura with the ball. She gets double teamed there. She gets
Kennedy Dura definitely got away with the switched pivot foot there. Eureka needs to take advantage here.
You see this Webster team definitely frustrated right now as Harfst will drive, puts it up and in. with contact. She will head to the line for the chance at a three-point play. Ashley Harfs, she's kind of the wrecking crew here all by herself.
Another great aggressive play by Ashley Harfs from the perimeter to score the bucket. Unfortunately, does not connect on the foul.
Free throw no good. 48-44 Eureka. You can see shoot, swings right side to Branton. Open look from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Clay as she will hit the floor. They will call her for the travel, however. Webster, you can see this team certainly still frustrated there. Like you mentioned, Kennedy Dura definitely switched the pivot feet, got away with one with that double team, and forced the big play, Harfs getting that bucket.
And that was the fourth foul on the guard, Ebony Bailey. So she's going to take a seat for a little while.
As it looked like we were going to have a jump ball situation, they will say Kerrigan Dura, however, traveled. Webster will retain possession once again. As Lucas gets the ball up top to her sister, as now Busher will drive. It is up, no good. Rebounded by Clay.
That's another travel. Eureka did a great job there to finish that possession, get the defensive rebound, and then a little bit of panic pivoting out of the little pressure Webster brought off that defensive rebound.
Seen 3 consecutive travels. Eureka just looks like trying to do a little bit too much here, as this three is no good.
And that ball is blocked by Sabrina Clay.
Clay Harfs now with the ball right across half court. Some very physical play down there in the corner, and they will finally call the jump ball. She was on the floor for quite a while, just kind of waiting for the call there. They will call the jump ball. Webster, once again, certainly frustrated. It seemed like they had the momentum most of that first half. Haley Renault hits the big three, and now ever since, it seems like it's been all Eureka. As they will draw back into that 2-3 zone. Kennedy Dura up top. She will poke the ball away. Open
nice steal from Dura for an easy layup up to Haley Renault. Out of that 2-3 zone, not really trying to apply a lot of pressure, just on the ball pressure creates that nice transition basket.
The Dura sisters find those great looks. Renault doing a good job of leak out transition. Once that ball is loose, she knows where she's got to be. She's been open for those wide open baskets. As Webster now, they will swing a little bit of trouble there. Corralled by Morgan, inside to Lucas. Clay doing a good job of staying straight up and down, not wanting to pick up that fourth foul, but Lucas able to score 4-2, cutting this lead to 8.
You know, I do really like that defensive possession, even though we gave up the layup.
As Dura with the open three.
Sabrina just walled up, let her make the layup, don't get that fourth foul, continue to play the game. They're going to need her in that fourth quarter. And then right there on the offensive glass, somebody undercuts her and we keep retained possession. So 2 heady plays from Sabrina Clay, the transfer out of Galesburg.
You can see right there, a lot of foul trouble, just the smart defense. And as much as you don't want to give up those baskets, you certainly don't want that foul. Like you mentioned, smart plays here, as now she will head to the line for the 1-and-1. The first attempt is up, no good. Eureka still with the 8-point lead, 52-42 here, 4:10 left in the third quarter. Second attempt, no good, rebounded by Harst, as she will rip the ball, head to the floor, get it out. They find an open Renault. Her three is up, no good. And another foul again. Fighting for those rebounds. Eureka playing smart basketball right now. Webster certainly just a little bit flustered here. So Harf's free throw attempt is up and good. Extending this lead here, 51-42 Eureka. See, I think a big thing here is right now you see this Red Devil team. They came out in the first half looking a bit tense. Right now just look loose, having fun, laughing, and that's when Eureka plays their best basketball.
Absolutely. I think they've settled into that, settled into the pressure, got acclimated to what Webster wanted to do, and definitely have the ability to handle that pressure.
Good defense there once again. Eureka prevents the two from Lucas. However, she will come away with a steal. That attempt up, no good. Rebounded by Webster. That attempt no good, but this time she will be fouled by Sam Sarnes, as now Morgan will head to the line. Like we were just touching on, you saw a lot during that conference championship run last year. This team was best when they were loose, running out in transition. You saw a lot of time the Dura sisters just smiling, laughing, running up and down the court. And it definitely seems like they've settled into that kind of basketball right now.
I think that's important for Eureka to find that success, is that they're having fun, playing very loose, playing fast. I think they like to play fast, so that's important too. But definitely important for their success is that they're out there having fun, getting after it a little bit.
See, that's when this team thrives. As Sam Sarnes will find an open three from the wing. It is up, no good. Rebounded by Shoot as she will look to push quickly up the floor. She will give right side, nothing there for Morgan, and she will pass it out, stolen away by Renault. Renault driving in transition. She will pull the ball out, give it to Sarnes. One more pass to Kerrigan-Dura. Thinks about it. Now she will pull up, and it is good for three with the hand in her face from that left wing. Eureka with their biggest lead of the contest at 11 points.
And just what you said, both as Kerrigan-Dura makes that three, both Haley Renault and Sam Sarnes running back to play defense with huge smiles on their face, both over to congratulate Kerrigan on that three, just having fun.
Shoot, another three-point attempt, no good. Harfst fighting for that rebound, the loose ball on the floor, picked up by Lucas, no good. Rebounded by Harfst, and now Lucas will pick up the foul. Definitely frustrated there. And you see those smiles on the faces. You have to think that definitely just kind of eats at the Webster Gorlocks a little bit, just seeing this team that's just playing loose. They're playing their brand of basketball. It doesn't seem like they have a care in the world right now when they're just coming out playing their brand.
I think that correlates just to the foul you just saw right there. You miss an easy bucket, which is going to happen, but you're gotten a little frustrated. Eureka's made a couple of nice plays. That's where that foul comes, 94 feet from the basket.
And Harf's free throw is up and good. So we will see three subs here from Webster. So Harf's will look to knock down the back end of these two attempts. That attempt is also good. A 13-point lead now for Eureka, 57-44, with under 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. As Miller will bring the ball up left side to shoot. She thinks about it. She will instead hold up, look to work inside to Hunter. Hunter with the dribble, puts it up, no good, but gets her own rebound, and that shot is up and good. Good defense there by Dooley. Once again, you're seeing just kind of staying straight up and down, missing that first attempt. However, Hunter just getting that second one to fall.
Coach Olafson calls the timeout off that bucket. 11-point game with 2.5 minutes. I think this is going to be a critical stretch in the game. If Eureka can hold the 11-point lead or extend it even going into that fourth, it gives them a little breathing room with their foul trouble to play maybe a little less aggressive in that fourth quarter early on, so Webster has a hard time getting to the line for free buckets, free shot attempts with the clock stopped. What we try to do here, hopefully attacking up the floor, but continuing to extend or, again, at least hold on to that double-digit lead, I think is important for Eureka going into that fourth quarter.
Yeah, Eureka, you can see once they got that lead to end the first half, it's just been a completely different team. Came out tense. This pressure has certainly seemed like nothing to them out of the half. As right on cue, they break it, give the ball to Renault. That shot will be blocked by Lucas, but you could see a lot of space there. It seems like this Gorlock defense at times, once their Eureka pass out of that double team, has been a bit lost, trying to scramble, cover the open man, but Eureka doing a good job of finding that open man, knocking down those shots. As Dura will get the ball top of the key to Renault. She works inside to Dooley. Dooley's shot will be blocked by Hunter, who will come down with it, kicks the ball to Miller. She'll bring it up right side. Right side to shoot. She gives it back to Miller. Miller with a little bit of space, won't shoot. Back to Morgan. She'll work inside, stolen away by Harfst.
Great play by Ashley Harfst. She was sealed on the backside and is able to sneak under to get that steal.
Harfst playing some very meaningful minutes off the bench for this Eureka team. As Dooley with a nice move, comes around left, puts up no good, gets her own rebound. Out to Harfst, and another big three.
A huge missed left-handed layup by Lexi, who follows it up with a rebound and kicks out for a three. Not the most effective offense, but if you're going to miss bunnies, might as well get an offensive rebound and an assist while you're at it. So,
seen that several times from Dooley throughout the season. It seems like if she gets that offensive board, she's not one to just put it right back up. She finds that open man. As you see, oftentimes when that shot goes up, a lot of people crash the basket, leaving somebody open on the perimeter. That time, Ashley Harfst right there on cue to knock it down. as Webster's free throw attempt is up and no good from Ziprich. Eureka College now with a 14-point lead. Ziprich will knock that one down as Harfs looks to inbound to Sarnes, facing pressure. Sarnes double teamed there, but fouled. See who they give it to here. That one will be on Miller. As now Sarnes will head to the free throw line on the other end. Again, both teams shooting very well from the free throw line. I believe that miss from Ziprich actually Webster's first miss, but Eureka doing a good job of keeping them off the line in the second half. Sarnes knocks it down, gets that lead back to 14, 61-47 here, under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The second attempt from Sarnes is also good, pushing it to 15 here, 62-47. Miller pushed it up right side, Eureka in that 2-3 zone. Back left side to Ziprich. Ziprich guarded by Dura. Up top to Shoot. Shoot drives through the lane. That ball poked away by several Red Devils, and they will say off of Eureka. Webster will retain possession. Once again, trying to work down low. Eureka doing a good job of just poking that ball out, not giving any easy shots. Up top to Miller. Miller will work left, guarded by Renault. Finds an open Ziprich on the right side. Her three is up, no good. Rebounded by Harfst again. Being very physical down low, boxing out there. Dura gets the ball, dribbles up right side, guarded by Lucas. Renault back to Dura. Dura trying to find Sarnes underneath. Nothing there. Ashley Harfst thinks about a three, will pump fake, drive to the left, and she will lose it out of bounds. The ball goes to Webster. Ashley Harfst, we've been saying her name a lot in the second half, coming out playing a big role. As Hunter has the ball inside, she will drive, kick out left to Ziprich. She will drive through the lane, just kind of throws one up, hoping to get fouled there. Nothing happening. Renault hits the floor, diving for a loose ball.
But there will be 3-second lane violation there. As a turnover for Webster. Eureka takes possession with 45 seconds left. A turnover on the inbound pass. And a block from Ashley Harfst. Webster will go to the line for two.
Once again, Harfst trying to get set there. Just looked like sliding a little bit, trying to catch some of the body. But Eureka, once again, just good defensively, showing a little bit of trouble on that inbound there. Looked like only had one guard here to catch the inbound pass when usually you see the two moving around. A little bit of a miscommunication there, but looking to clean that up here down the stretch. As Shoot makes the first, misses the second, rebounded by Harfst. She will face pressure, gives the ball to Kerrigan Dura as the pressure slacks off a little bit. Left side to an open Sarnes, and she will be fouled there by Hunter. Looking for two. Dura again. See a lot of times on the outlets, looks like she's just playing quarterback, trying to find her open receiver. Finds an open Sarnes down there on the left side.
I think that was critical right there. She backed out of the double team. Kerrigan Dura in the backcourt, backed out of that double team and was able to find Sam Sarnes down the floor to create another huge advantage. That was a 3-on-2 break then. Sarnes attacks hard and goes to the line.
Sarnes pushes that lead to 16 with 30 seconds left here in the third quarter of action. Miller guarded up top by Dura. Left side to Ziprich, inside to Lucas. She will be double teamed. Out right side to Miller. Good closeout there by Sarnes. No good. Rebounded by Harfst. She hits the floor. They will give the ball to Kerrigan Dura. Once again, you see Kerrigan Dura just kind of laughing up the court. Finds an open Sarnes. But she will be called for the travel there. As Bailey will check back into the game for the Gorlocks with just over 8 seconds left here in this third quarter. So we'll inbound, no pressure from Eureka on the inbound as they are back. It appears in the man set now for this last 10 seconds. As that ball will be poked away by Renault, she will get it back heave one up, but it will be no good from just beyond half court as Eureka comes into the fourth quarter with a 16-point lead, 64-48. Definitely doing a great job there, outscoring the Gorloks by 15 in that period. It was all Eureka from the get-go.
An excellent quarter of basketball for Eureka, kind of the quarter, especially to start that second half, that you'd love to see from them, having some fun, getting after it, knocking down the open shots when they had them. I think you're going to see Webster try to create a lot of chaos here, especially in the first 3 or 4 minutes of this fourth quarter, to try to get it under 10 as quick as they can. Eureka's going to need to be strong, not turn the ball over, and anticipate being fouled quite a bit here.
As we get the stats here in that third quarter now with some point totals, Kennedy Dura now with 11, Haley Renault with 16, Ashley Harfs with 19 coming off the bench. She started that second half, and she was just on fire, knocking down every attempt, getting a couple big charges, making some big plays there defensively. Sam Sarnes also with 9. We have 6 Red Devils now with 3 fouls. But a good job there. You saw 3 of them starting the half with 3 fouls, not picking up those fourth ones. Good job staying set there. For the Gorloks, we have 13 from Allie Lucas, 2 from Megan Brandt, 8 from Taylor Lucas, 14 from Kylie Shute, 4 from Hunter, 3 from Ziprich, and 4 from Morgan. Again, both teams very solid from the free throw line. Big part of this game down the stretch, especially with the 16-point lead. Eureka, you have to be thinking, is going to be seeing a lot of free throw attempts. As Renault gets the ball up top, that ball seemed to be poked away as she went for the shot a little bit. It will go out of bounds. And Eureka will retain possession as that ball was tipped coming out of the hand. As Kerrigan Dura will inbound. She gets the ball to Clay on the right side. Clay puts it up, no good, rebounded by Bailey. Bailey will push the floor one-on-one versus Dura, and Dura will back off, not wanting to pick up that fourth foul. Bailey puts it in for 2. It's inbound quickly, like you mentioned. Webster looking to cause some chaos here right off the bat. Renault will drive left, get it to Harfst. Harfst guarded closely, gives it back to Renault. Renault drives left, picks up the dribble stop, double team there. Fights to get the ball to Harfst. She will find Kennedy Dura up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Right side to Kerrigan Dura. Ball poked away by Bailey, retained by Kerrigan. She looks to get the ball inside to Clay, just not there. Turnover. Webster with the steal. They look for a long pass. It is tipped, but Bailey will get the ball up top. As Morgan puts it up, and good. Cutting this lead to 12 as Harfst will now bring the ball up the court, gives it to Kennedy Dura on the left side. Kennedy Dura slows it down a little bit here with the lead for Eureka. Gives it to Kerrigan down low. She will look to put a move down low. No good. Rebounded by Brandt. Brandt gets the ball out of double team to Bailey. Good to shoot left side. She'll look to drive back to the middle. She will find an open busher. It is no good. Rebounded by Kerrigan Dura as Haley Renault will stop, think about a 3, and just pull it back out, give it to Kennedy Dura. Kennedy Dura left side to Kerrigan, finds a cutting Clay. Great for an easy 2.
Great pass and cut from Sabrina Clay. Kerrigan Dura to Sabrina Clay for a nice layup. I think that'll settle Eureka down in the 2 minutes of this fourth quarter that's been pretty hectic.
Certainly a quick start coming up right off the bat here. Like you mentioned, Webster looking to raise some chaos, and Eureka looks like you said, just settled down a little bit, getting that basket. This fight for the ball will result in Eureka coming up with the steal. You saw Kerrigan hitting the floor, tipping it off of Allie Lucas. Eureka will inbound facing the press. Harfst, ball is almost intercepted there, but Renault will come up with it, and then her pass is stolen away, but she will continue out of bounds with her momentum as head coach Amos Arbogast will call the timeout, trying to settle down this Eureka Red Devil squad. So certainly hectic there coming out of the break. This team just trying to slow it down a little bit. We saw this as one that likes to play quickly, move fast, but in a situation like this, you've definitely just got to slow it down and make sure every possession counts. with 7:45 left in the contest. Eureka leads by 14, 66-52. As they will come out with the same 5 out of the timeout. Head coach Amos Arbogast just looking to settle things down, making sure Eureka's playing their style of basketball, not letting Webster dictate the game right now.
Yeah, I think it gives Eureka the chance to settle down, catch their breath from that minute or 2 minutes of basketball that was pretty chaotic, and just settle back in, know they have the lead, play with the lead.
And another great look from Dura there to Clay. Clay wide open under the basket as Dura was facing that double team. Bailey brings the ball up the floor. Eureka in that 2-3 set. Gives the ball to Megan Brandt. She'll take one drive right. Kicks it to Lucas. Lucas facing a lot of pressure. Finds an open Bailey. Bailey steps into a 2. It is no good. Rebounded by Webster. Tipped away on the shot. Rebounded by Harst. Harst facing a lot of pressure there. Dura looking to pass long. Just slips out of her hands. Stolen away by Bailey. Up and good for Webster. And on to Dura. Dura with a little bit of space, pushing it up to the left side. Gives it to Renault. Renault cross court to Harst. Harst will be fouled there by Megan Brandt. See the crowd a little upset about that one, but Eureka just doing a good job of spacing the floor right there, finding the open man, just taking a little bit of time off the clock as well.
I think if they can continue to be aggressive in the backcourt, break the press for Eureka and slow down, they can continue to get good buckets, good shot attempts.
As Clay will miss that one off the inbound, just got going a little bit too quickly there, as Bailey will have the ball for Webster. Shoot, thinks about a 3, no good, guarded by Renault. Left side to Lucas, as it will give it back to Shoot. Shoot drives to the middle, gets a little tangled up there, puts it up, and she will be fouled. That one will go on Kennedy Dura, her 4th, with 6:34 remaining in the contest. Eureka up by 14.
Looks like Coach Arbogast is going to try to steal some minutes. Leave Kennedy Dura on the floor with 4 fouls. He might be walking back to the bench to rethink that, though. And he's going to bring Kerrigan back for her sister, Kennedy Dura.
So you can see Kerrigan getting that quick breather. Kerrigan, a big part of controlling this game. See, when the ball's in her hands, it seems like Coach Amos is a little more settled down. You can trust her, a guard with a lot of experience. Certainly plays at a caliber that is very well respected in this conference.
Absolutely. Last year's most valuable player in the conference tournament.
You see right there, she breaks the press, splits a double team, gives the ball to Harfst. Harfst, that extra pass, finds an open Sarnes, who will drive to the basket and be fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Yeah, Dura there just never really seems to get flustered coming out of those breaks. She'll get double teamed, still able to find that open red double. Sarnes gets the lead back to 13. Eureka 69, Webster 56. She will miss the second free throw attempt there as Webster pushes quickly. Shoot, brings the ball right side, looking to drive middle. She will put it up over Clay, and that one floats in for 2. Inbounded to Dura, right back to Harfst. Harfst guarded by Lucas one-on-one. Harfst takes that matchup right across the timeline. Left side, steps back. Fakes the pass to Dura, loses her footing a little bit, gives it to Sarnes. Sarnes will fake. Dura gets the ball atop the key, guard one-on-one by Lucas, puts on a spin move, gets by her. Works to the left as she will now drive to the basket up. Looked like a little bit of contact there, but it will be tipped out of bounds by Webster, and Eureka will retain possession. As they will inbound to Renault, that is up, no good, tipped away, rebounded by Webster. As Miller will have numbers coming down against Sarnes, she will go up, no good. Sarnes looked like she was straight up and down, but a little bit of movement there as the shot went up. So they will call Sarnes, I believe that is her 4th foul, as Miller heads to the line. Miller's first attempt is up and no good. Still 69-58 here for Eureka College, 5:40 left in the contest. Second attempt, however, is good. cutting that lead to 10. Harf's inbounds to Renault. Renault guarded by Shoot. She will dribble back towards the middle, gets the ball across half court to Harfst. Harfst kicks out to Clay. Clay one-on-one that left side, drives middle, backdoor cut by Sam Sarnes. Good look there by Sabrina Clay.
Nice piece of half-court basketball there. Webster pushes right back in transition, though.
You can see slowing that game down, but you're not going to pass up those open shots. You can get that wide-open layup, you're going to take it. Good job there with some off-ball movement from Eureka. Clay, another great defensive possession there, straight up and down, able to knock that ball away. Eureka will get the ball, finds
another
Sarnes
one
again, wide open for the layup. Great movement here from Eureka, not getting flustered by the pressure.
Another great possession in transition that earns the high percentage shot for a layup for Sam Sarnes. Back-to-back layups.
Pushing that lead back to 14 as Lucas will now cut it to 12. Puts the ball up and in between a couple Eureka defenders there. 4:38 left in the contest. Eureka leads by 12. As Lucas will drop to the floor, but retains her dribble as she will get tied up there by Lucas, and it will be a jump ball. As Webster will get the ball on the jump ball call as Lucas looks to inbound to Bailey. Eureka leading 73-61. Point guard Ebony Bailey brings the ball left side to Shoot. A little bit of space, thinks about it, doesn't go. She will now pick up the dribble, double team, passes to Brandt. Brandt for a long two, but she will knock it down, getting that lead back to 10. As Dura will blow by the Webster press, bring the ball up right side. She drives, that ball kicked by Lucas, trying to find an open Clay. As Busher will check back into the game for Allie Lucas. Kerrigan-Dura finds an open Renault up top. She will drive by the defender, put it up, and no good. Rebounded by Kerrigan-Dura, extending that possession. Haley pulls it up top, looking to slow it down a little bit here. Right side, Sabrina Clay finds Sarnes down low. Sarnes with some pressure puts it up, no good. Tipped out, picked up by Harfst. Harfst down low, she will be fouled driving baseline. Eureka, great job there of getting 3 chances on the possession.
That's going to be Ebony Bailey's 5th foul. She's going to be forced to exit the game. J.C. Morgan enters the game for Ebony Bailey.
Kerrigan-Dura looks for the inbound, long inbound up top to Renault. She finds a cutting Sarnes. Cutting across the lane there. She looks to get it inside to Harfst. Not there, tipped away, but then Renault hits the floor again. She's hit the floor a lot in this game, being very aggressive, getting on those loose balls. As now she will be fouled, and once again Eureka retains possession. Eureka, very long possessions here, certainly draining this clock. Good to see with that lead late. Sarnes has the ball right side, no dribble, picks it up, gives it to Renault, steps back, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Clay, up and under with some contact. Webster pushed the ball up right side. A long three from Busher, it is good. Cutting that Eureka lead 2-9. Renault gets the ball in the inbound, back to Sarnes. Finds the wide open Kerrigan-Dura. She will now slow it down across half court. Getting double team there, finds the open Sarnes. She will go over the top to Clay. Clay back out to Dura. Swings it left to Harfst. That three is up. No good for Harfst. Shoot, brings the ball up. 3 minutes left. Eureka up by 9. Drives in the lane. Pressure there. Sabrina Clay staying straight up and down once again. But now they will say she fouled her going for the ball there late. As Kennedy Dura checks back into the game with 4 fouls for Sam Sarnes. As Eureka will call the full timeout, leading 75-66, 2:51 left in the contest. Webster coming out with that pressure, cutting the lead a little bit here late, but Eureka doing a good job of draining some serious time off the clock. see we'll get some stats here, but know for sure Kennedy Dura with her 4 fouls at this point in the game. Can't really worry about that if you're Coach Arbogast. As now with these stats, we see Sabrina Clay with 4 fouls, Kennedy Dura with 4 fouls, and Sam Sarnes with 4 fouls. Certainly got to be aggressive here, but don't want to send that Webster team to the line. As now Harfst with 19, Sarnes with 14, Haley Renault 16, and Kennedy Dura with 11. This Eureka squad not really relying on one scorer. You see they have Haley Renault averaging 25 points per game, but not relying on that as the primary scoring option, doing a good job of spreading the ball, being aggressive with all players on the floor.
I think that's what has continued to make Eureka successful this year is Haley can score, and there's no question about that, but the ability for other people to step up and make big shots. Sam has been great from the foul line and made a couple nice transition layups.
As Webster inbounds the ball here in the corner. Get the ball up top to Shoot. Shoot looking inside to Lucas. Lucas looks to kick the ball back out. She gets it to Morgan. Morgan's 3 is no good. Tipped up, rebounded by Morgan. Staying that possession, getting the ball out to Shoot as she will look for something on the outside. Gets the ball to Busher. She is guarded by Dura. Swings it right back to Morgan. Morgan with the jab step. Gives it to Brandt, to Lucas inside, and that ball poked away by Harfst.
Great hands by Ashley Harfst there to sneak in and get a hand on that to knock it out of bounds.
Especially with Clay down there defending with 4 fouls, want to not leave this game up to the officials. As Clay will get the ball there and is poked out by Webster, but Eureka will retain possession. As Harfst now looks to inbound, we've seen a lot of times Harfst to one of the Duras, right back to Harfst, bringing it across the floor. So you get the shot clock figured out. Eureka maintains the 9-point lead, 75-66. As Harfst gets the ball to Dura, she works up the middle, one-on-one. They try to trap her in the corner. She will dribble out of it. And they will call the 10 seconds there on Eureka. A lot of pressure by Webster, forcing that trap right in the corner. As now Dooley checks into the game for Clay, giving her a bit of a breather. She's played a lot of minutes here down the stretch. With 2:05 left in the contest, Eureka leading by 9. Webster will inbound. Shoot now with the ball at the top of the key. Left side to Busher. Busher looks, gets it on the left wing. She will go cross court to Miller. Miller with the extra pass to Shoot. Shoot on the right wing. Thinks about it. Guarded by Renault. Back to Miller. Swings it left to Busher. Down low to Brandt. Brandt back up top to Miller to Shoot. That high arcing 3 is up. No good. Rebound. Webster got that.
It's going to be a foul on Kerrigan Dura. The 4th team foul. Not necessarily a bad thing there. Eureka's doing a tremendous job shifting from one side of the floor to the other on the skip passes, so they can't really take advantage of them rotating it into the low block for an easy bucket. So Webster's trying hard time. Long possessions here late in the game where they need to get some quick offense.
Yeah, looking to do a lot of things outside, like you mentioned, those long swing passes. As that attempt is up, no good, rebounded by Kerrigan Dura. She will look to bring the ball up left side. She will bring it across half court, guarded by Brandt. She tries to hand it off to Kennedy, is tipped away, but Kennedy will regain possession of that. As Kerrigan looks to get the ball down low to Dooley, it is tipped out but saved by Webster. And Haley now a great job tipping the ball off the Webster defender there. And Eureka will keep the ball on their end of the floor. As Clay now checks right back in for Dooley. Eureka up 75-66, just over a minute left here in the contest. Renault looks to inbound the ball to Kerrigan. Kerrigan Dura have the ball tipped out. Still Eureka ball, a minute, 2 seconds left here. So you can see a good job there by Eureka, forcing Webster to have those long possessions, not allowing any easy baskets. You saw Webster swing the ball a lot, taking a lot of time off the clock. As Dura kicks it to Clay, a quick little flip to Renault, back up top to Kennedy Dura. Harfst left side, she'll spin. Work left, she'll drive me to double team out to Clay. Clay a little bit of space, puts a big 2 up and good, extending that lead to 11 with under a minute here. Webster looking to do something quickly. Miller, she will think about it, pull up. Shoot back to Miller on the left side, taking a lot of time here. Finds Lucas, that loose ball picked away by Kennedy Dura, and her long pass poked away by Renault. And Renault will stop, throwing up, and it is good. Renault doing a good job keeping her composure there under some pressure as Webster will drive to the basket. That shot no good as Miller's 2 is up and good. And Webster will call a timeout. Certainly frustrated here. A lot of time came off the clock, and Eureka holding that 11-point lead with 17.4 left in the contest. Eureka, there are a couple big defensive plays from the Dura sisters, able to poke that ball away. We talked about Haley Renault's very good at leaking out in transition. Exactly what she did right there. Eureka will take their time coming out of the break. So they will have the ball under the basket. The official signaling Ashley Harps has the baseline. As the ball will be inbounded to Kerrigan Dura, where that ball will be kicked away by Allie Lucas, out of bounds, Eureka basketball. Harps inbounds to Renault. Renault dribbles through the defense, just trying to run the clock out here. Eureka closing this one out, 79-68. As those final seconds run off the clock, this contest certainly looked like one that could have gone either way, but Eureka in that third quarter really took over and changed the basketball game.
Great win for Eureka to move them to 3-1 in the conference. Going into the Christmas break with a few non-conference games before Christmas.
You can see now 3-1 in the conference. Had that second place spot tied for second place with Fontbonne and Westminster, but doing a great job of closing this game out, finishing with the 79-68 victory over the Webster Gorlocks. So we will get some stats for you here and then take a bit of a break before the men's contest tips off at 3 p.m. with the men of Webster taking on the men of Eureka College. That game we talked about, a lot of foul trouble for the Red Devils, able to maintain themselves, play smart basketball, not ending up having anybody foul out, even though it looked like they might be in danger early.
I think that was critically important there late, especially to start off that fourth quarter where we gave up a couple uncontested layups, but it was important to keep Sabrina in the game with her 4 fouls at that point.
Seen Sabrina Clay, the transfer from Galesburg, just certainly stepped in and did a great job in athletic presence down low that can certainly come and play meaningful minutes. As we will get the final stats here. As for the Gorlocks, Allie Lucas finished with 15 and Kylie Shute with 18, the top scorers for Webster. For Eureka, we had 4 Red Devils in double figures. Sam Sarnes with 14, Ashley Harps, tonight's top scorer with 19, Haley Renault with 18, Kennedy Duro with 11, and Kerrigan almost sneaking in there double digits with 9. Just a good overall game from this Red Devils. You see, we talked about they came out, looked a little bit tense, definitely settled down, played their style of basketball, very relaxed, and were able to close it out, shooting a whopping 45% from 3, 73 from the line, 43 from the field. Just a good job there of getting their shots. Great job, great win here for these Eureka College Women's Red Devils. As we will take a break and be back before tip-off of the second half of this doubleheader with the Eureka College men's tipping off at 3 o'clock versus the Webster Gorlocks.